All right, guys. So it's been a minute since I've done a video. Figured I'd update everybody. Uh, Obviously, my last video. It's been a few months. Uh, just been a rough year for me. Uh, with all this dumbass shit going on. But yeah. Truck's been doing great. I've been driving it every day. Hell, I even drove it down to Bradenton, Florida. I was about 30 minutes from the Freedom Factory. If y'all know where the Freedom Factory is, Cletus McFarlane, he's got a little YouTube channel as well. Real big channel. And I didn't go over there. I had plans to pull over there, get a couple shots with the truck there, but didn't happen. But yeah, I don't know. You can probably see took off the badges, put some Cummins badges on it, some, blacked out, because I don't know, I like the blacked out shit. But yeah, just it really had no major issues. There's always a typical leak, small leak here, there, whatever, fix that. That was just, stupid stuff, some stuff, vibrating, I guess, vibrated loose, whatever. Had a few issues with like the alternator and the starter, but it was due to failed batteries, and just killed my starter, killed my alternator. That was easy stuff. That was easy fix. Yeah, I actually had people asking me questions but for some reason I'm not getting the updates, or getting the the notifications on I'm not getting the notifications on YouTube until I start going into my YouTube studio, and then I could see where people have been. I was doing a little work, got some grease on my face. But yeah, I don't never see the notifications till I go on my YouTube studio, and then I see where I've had questions. I apologize for not getting back to you, because, dude, I'm all about answering anybody's questions. Anybody's got a question, feel free to shoot me a message. Hell, if you want, you can probably find me on, I got a Instagram page, got the Facebook, all the basic stuff. I'm not sure how I'm feeling on some of these other social media platforms these days. A lot of dumb stuff's going on that just ain't right. Just ain't right. So, but you can hit me up, I guess. You can find me at, Sergeant Bell on there. SGT for short, and it's, BEL. You can find me on there. I think my Instagram is Sergeant Bell 1, to be exact. SGT BELL 1. But I'll try to look more on the YouTube studio to make sure I'm getting the getting back to people when they ask me questions. Because I've had a lot of questions as far as, like, they asked me about my wiring. I've had some questions about the trunnion upgrade that I did on the rocker arms. Stuff like that. And yeah, the trunnion kit was a kit that I bought from Summit, $248, I think it was. And it was enough to do all 6 of them, because I felt like they weren't smooth. So that's why I went ahead and just did that upgrade, because they weren't smooth. Like when I was trying to, move them around, I was like, man, it just felt too rough. So that's why I went ahead and just did the trunnion upgrade. I haven't had any issues, man. I've literally been driving this thing all over the place, and I've actually got more plans for it. I'm working on a compound setup for it right now. Gonna use the S362 that I have on it, and I'm putting a S475. I'm gonna try that out and see how that works for me. It does pretty good right now. Spools pretty quick, but I like more power, more boost. I probably see about 20 something pounds right now, and that's full throttle pulling. But just driving around town normal, I don't really see a whole lot of high boost numbers, which it's whatever. Maybe it's just I'm used to driving the when the 6.0, it'd have like 30 pounds of boost, like seemed like all the time. But I mean, it does good. I feel like I could pull anything with this, to be honest. It's got some torque. Plus, I got plenty of fuel, so I'm thinking once I get more air to it, it's going to help with that. Yeah, I mean, it's still rocking. I did a few things here and there just to clean up some stuff. Made me a bracket for my fuel pressure regulator. I had a fuel pressure regulator gauge on it, and it started leaking. So I was like, what the hell? So I just took it off. Haven't got another one for it yet. Not sure what I'll do. I need to find a better one, I guess. I used the Aeromotive one, but it started leaking, like fuel was coming out of it. I was like, what the hell? What a piece of shit. Yeah, I've been actually, and I've had people I've seen on a couple of the forums, because I am on a couple of the Cummins pages on Facebook, the groups. I'm on the Cummins Tech. I'm also on Cummins, I think it's just called Cummins. A couple of Cummins conversion pages. I'm on those. Mostly I'm on the Cummins Tech. I see a lot of guys on there talking about their transmission. I'm still running the 5R110. I'm running on the stock Ford programming. I ain't even programmed my transmission. I've got a SCT X4 that I had before, and I didn't feel like paying diesel conversion specialties for the tuning and a new SCT X4 when I already have an SCT X4. So I've actually been driving it the whole time, coming up on a year now. I've been driving it every day to work, drove it down to Bradenton, Florida, and everything on the stock tune. I mean, yeah, it could use a little tweaking. I mean, it's sometimes, I think, if I could tune it, I'd probably adjust the shift points, make them a little sooner. As far as I would adjust some of them a little bit sooner, and I would adjust some of them a little bit later, because it tends to shift. I feel like it tends to shift into overdrive too soon. Other than that, I mean, when you're in full throttle, hell, this thing will snatch second gear, and I've got 35s on here, and it'll bark the tires when it hits second gear. But yeah, I mean, I have one of those, HP tune, what the hell is it called? The HP tuner, I think that's what it is. I don't remember. I got one of those, but I tried to do it, and it's telling me, I called them because it wasn't working, and they're telling me that mine's got a program on it. My truck has a program on it when I know it doesn't. So what it boiled down to is, and I actually went on the HP tuner forum, and other people with my similar year truck have had the same problem. It's basically the VIN number is not programmed into my computer. Whether it was a factory issue or at some point somebody had a program on it and it erased or whatever. That's the problem. It doesn't have a VIN number programmed into the computer, so that's causing the HP tuner. It has nothing to lock to, because they all lock. But I have one. As soon as I can get that taken care of, as soon as I get that, then I'll probably mess around with the tune and adjust that and get it working a little bit better, because I'm sure it's gonna, especially when I put the compounds on it, I could probably need to get those adjusted a little bit better. Get the shift points adjusted a little bit better. But I mean, other than that, I've been driving it and it does fine. Haven't really had a chance to tow with it yet, but I feel like it would pull anything, because it pulls pretty good. I don't know. If you got any questions, feel free to shoot them in the, drop them in a comment below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I see them, and I'm going to try to I'll try to keep looking at it more often if I'm not getting them, because I get notifications from the YouTube all the time, but I haven't really seen anything when people ask these questions. And I've seen a bunch of questions. I was like, what the hell? I never got them. But yeah, I plan on, continuing to get some more videos up there. I know it's been a huge delay between my last video, but just a lot of stuff going on, being a first time father this year. And then all this dumb shit going on. It's made for other stuff. I had to make sure I take care of my son. That was my main thing. So the truck's been doing great. I'm happy. I'm definitely happy with the conversion. Here and there, I find things that I can do a little bit better, so I'll do that. But so far, I haven't really found too much that I've wanted to change. I mean, besides adding a compound setup, that's all I'm wanting. I want that compound setup, so I can keep the quick spool and then get a little more power on the backside, because it feels like it needs a little more. Definitely needs more boost on the backside, because it does good down low, and then it feels like I don't know. Maybe I was used to the 6.0. But dude, I get a lot of looks. I get a lot of people asking questions around my area. I'm basically like North Georgia, I guess. Yeah. I tell you what I have been doing. I've had a TIG welder for probably a few years now, and I've just been off and on practice with it so that I can get good at TIGging, because I think TIGging's is best looking welds. Yeah, and I've been practicing on that because I'm working on that compound setup, like I said, and I'm gonna try to TIG this stuff up and get it mounted. It's just the only thing that's kind of slows me down is I drive this truck every day, and if to do the compound, I'm gonna have to take it apart a little bit, pull the turbo that's on it off and change out the manifold and make my hot pipe. That's the only thing I haven't made yet is the hot pipe. I've got a lot of other stuff and have a good idea how I'm gonna do it. I'm actually I started on it. I'm making a bracket that bolts to the side of the block using the rear motor mount holes on the block, because obviously I'm not using them because the engine's pushed back, and it's using the front 4 holes, and there's 6 holes in the side of my block for motor mounts. So I'm going to use the back 2 ones for a mount that's for the turbo is going to sit on it, and that's so I have a good solid base. I won't have to hopefully not worry about. I didn't want the turbo hanging off of the hot pipe and potentially cracking it over time, because it's just a lot of extra weight that didn't need it. But I'll give you a quick look at it, what I've got so far. So yeah, this is what I got so far. Obviously I got my manifold. I figured out my measurements, measurements for a tooth, for being a F250 with a Cummins swap. I got this S475 Borg-Warner. I'm not sure if this is exactly where it's going to be set up, far as in relation to the manifold just yet. But because I need to pull the turbo out and sit it right here, and then see just how how it's sitting. I got a couple things here because whatever, I'll end up using it because I do have another car that I might be working on a twin turbo or a setup for. But yeah, this is what I got right here. This is for to mount the turbo. I'm going to use this. I took a piece of ODM or whatever, and I'm going to use this, make the plate. It's going to be bolted to the side of the block. Not sure if this plate's what I'm using. I'm just using it as a reference. And it actually bolts to the bottom of the turbo and where the oil feed is, and obviously then the oil feed comes out of that. So yeah, I'm being pretty precise on it, using, you know, whatever. Yeah. Hopefully I get this in there pretty soon. So yeah, I figured I'd give y'all a little update, you know, just quick update, whatever, mostly me talking, whatever. But yeah, so future plans, waiting on the swap pepper guys to get finished with because my truck's an 04, waiting on them to get the cluster helpers, they call it, so that I can run the newest, like a 2016 cluster in my 04 plug and play. That's the only thing really left for my interior, running this 13 to 16 dash compounds. I'm hopefully be getting a video real soon of the compound install. I'm real close, just trying to find a good, decent a weekend where I've got time to put it on, because I drive my truck every day. So I'm not trying to take it apart and not have a way to work. But and I gotta put it on, weld up the hot pipe, and that's another thing, is I'm learning how to TIG, try TIG weld. So that's another thing. But I'm trying to learn how to do all this stuff, because I hate trying to find people to do things for me, and I like to learn. I like projects. I like to build things. Looking back, I don't have anything that is just stock. I got a twin turbo Mustang. Obviously that's not stock. 351 Windsor with twin turbos. I got a Harley. It's not stock. I'm a paint and body guy, so I did a bunch of, I did work to it, painted it. Well, I got hit on it, so I had to replace the fender and bags and stuff. So painted it. But yeah, you got questions on any of this stuff, feel free to drop them in the comment. If you like what I'm doing, I'm going to try to be more thorough on my videos. I'm not very good at that, because I get working on stuff and I just forget. Either I forget to film it, or I'm just not that great. But if you got any questions, drop them in the comment. I'm going to try to do, more thorough videos on what I'm doing, and try to get more videos out, because I've got other projects that I want to do. I've got my eyeball set on an excursion, man. I want to do an excursion. I've always liked them, and I found one. Well, I mean, there's a few out there, but I found one that I need to quit procrastinating and just get it. But I want an excursion. Kind of thinking I may do a common rail, maybe do a 6.7 on it. But I want to do a 6.7. I'm thinking if I ever have to replace this engine, I might go with a 6.7, maybe even a mechanical, do a P-pumped 6.7. I don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to be putting compounds on this thing. And yeah, I'm just rambling, but yeah, you got any questions, anything, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can see them. For some reason, I think I said it earlier in the video, that I'm not getting, unless I go to the YouTube or whatever the hell it is, the other thing. If I go right into my YouTube app, it doesn't show me that I'm getting any comments. It's not, and I have to go into the other thing. But anyway, I'm gonna try to I'll answer questions, whatever. And I'm hoping to get some more videos coming out sooner with more updates. I'll give you a quick look at what the inside of it looks like right now. Yeah, right now this is what I've got going on. My head unit, the 2016 dash. Got my AC controls right here. trying to figure out how I want to do the plate around it, if I even want to do it. I mean, I like it like that, but I kind of want something a little cleaner maybe. I decided to go this route because I'm a truck stop mechanical. You know, it was mechanical controls for that, so I felt like that was the best, and I'll figure out something to do because I'm going to have the auxiliary switches. I really wanted the auxiliary switches and the brake controller right there, but I ended up doing those right there. I'll figure out something for that. Got the 2016 column steering wheel. I think this was a steering wheel for I want to say it's a plat. Maybe was that a platinum? I don't know. But it was a leather steering wheel, brand new, that I found, brand new, straight from Ford. Yeah. I got the Edge S. What is it? The CTS. I was messing with it, trying to see if I could see some stuff. Not sure if I'm gonna add any more gauges or not. But yeah, I got all the interior and everything works like it's supposed to. For the I made sure everything worked. Yeah, that's gonna wrap up the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff, especially the Cummins swap 250. That's another thing I forgot to say. I want to do the coil spring conversion with the newer axles. And I've been debating on just I think I want to do the whole frame. I think I just want to get in an 05 to 07 frame and put under my truck. That way I can clean it up real nice. Maybe get it powder coated. Because I want something really durable on the frame. Keep it from, rusting and looking crappy. Because this one, it ain't rust. I mean, it's got a little bit of surface rust here and there, whatever. Truck's got like 250,000 miles on it or whatever. And, yeah. But I think it's going to wrap the video. But yeah. See y'all soon. Next video.